Yeah, oh, it's working. It's working. Okay. Looks like I am live. Let's wait for some people to get in. Let me know, guys, if you can hear me. How's the sound? How's the picture? I'm trying to figure it out. What can I do here? Streams should look beautiful, as I saw many streamers make like the whole canvas nice and stuff, but I'm trying to figure it out. How can I do it? Guys, let me know in chat if you see me, if you hear me. How's the sound? How's the picture? Is everything okay? Because I have no idea. Maybe I should make it louder or quieter. How it's going? Shit, it's so difficult. That streaming software looks like a spaceship. Million of windows, millions of stuff to do. That's difficult. Let me know how it's going. I will try to figure out how can I launch some music for you. Okay, guys, while people are joining, if actually anybody will join, I will tell you what I'm gonna tell you actually, the main thing for today. As you know, besides rapping, I also teach Russian language, and I make some videos about Russian culture from time to time. And for me it was something like a hobby, something I like to do when I'm not able of making a song, or I can't work on the music video. I go film something about Russia, and also I teach people. But now I want to make it a little bit more serious, because there is a lot of attention to Russia now. Everybody's talking about Russia, and so many people wants to do businesses in Russia, and so many people wants to establish any connections with Russia. So I'm gonna try make my educational resource more, let's say, structured. So any of you can join the club. I call it Runglish club. Any of you can join the club for learning Russian language. And I created a course. A course is called... Oh, I see the first message in the chat. It's in Russian. Свисток попроще сделай, слишком напряжен. Guys, for those who don't understand, it means like your face is too serious. Be more relaxed. Amigo, that's my first stream. What do you want? Колян, реально переживаю, ты чё? So, right now I'm working on the resource where anyone can be learning Russian, watching different videos and reading articles about Russia and Russian culture, and also establish connections with Russian people. So it's like a club, you know. And in May, probably closer to the end of the month... Oh my god, how fucked up is this software? Okay, in May, we're gonna launch the course. And it's not gonna be the big educational course in Russian language. No, it's gonna be kind of promotional course, and the topic of it is Russian curses. How to curse like a Russian. Why it's important? Because curses in Russian language are way more difficult than in English. And curses in English are very, very integrated in like a normal daily basis speech. You may often hear curses in movies, on some live streams, and it's not something like, oh, when you have a UFC live stream and Nate Diaz says, "I'm not surprised, motherfuckers." It's not the big deal. Oh yeah, guy said something dirty, but that's not the problem. In Russia, the difference between curses and like normal language is way, way, way bigger. Curses are taken way more serious by people. That's why we need to know how to use them properly in a proper situation, which makes your speech way more native, and the thing which is even more important, it makes you understand Russians better. Because Russian cursing is very creative, and sometimes when you hear a normal sentence with a curse, which you would understand if there were no curses in there, but because of curses it makes you kind of confused. But if you know how the curses work, you will get it definitely. It also will help you to get Russian jokes, to understand Russian humor, to watch modern Russian stand-up comedy, for example. Because right now in Russia, stand-up comedy is way more dirty in terms of the vocabulary than it was before. Stand-up comedy mostly moved from television to streaming platforms, and stand-up comedians go really hard. It's the хуй пизда сковорода, every one of them. And without the basic knowledge of Russian curses, it's gonna be difficult to understand the humor. This is why we created this course. Let me show you how it looks. If I can, let me try. I don't know how streamers do it. I will try just by hand. My face smaller. Oh yeah, check guys, you see the website. This is one of resources we implemented for you. We call it Блядский test. Here you can check your level of Russian curses, how good you are in cursing. It's very easy, works well from computer and from mobile phone, it doesn't matter what to use. So you just hit go motherfucker and let's go. And here you have like basic questions. Choose the correct translation. Говно. Говно is dick, shit, slut or house. Говно is shit. Yay! And you keep going like that. There would be some questions where you have to watch the video and reply what the guy said on the video and give some opinions on the video in a short way, of course, without like typing sentences or something. It's just a click or tap kind of test. So what you need to do is read or listen and click or tap. And at the end you will see the result, like how good you are in Russian curses. I'm not gonna do it now because I'm not gonna spoil it for you. The link is in the description of this stream. You can go check it out. You can try. It goes like that. If you give an incorrect answer, it's gonna give you a note what was incorrect. Like for example, if we say that the blять is fuck, it's gonna be no, it gives you the correct answer. So this is it. What else? We already published one lesson you can go through. It's the lesson about the word suka. Suka means bitch. And you can practice how to use it in your daily basis speech in Russian language. How the lesson's gonna look? Kind of sort of this. When you got registered in Runglish Club, here you have an explanation. Here you can also join Telegram, where you have most updates like word of the week, new stuff, some videos, some memes we're posting. And here you have the link to share the lesson if you want to pass it to some of your friends. That's the registration field, so we can contact you after the class if you need. And here you go. This is the whole lecture. And when you hit practice, it gives you the exercises. You watch the first part, Privet, civilized world, welcome to Runglish school by Albatross. This particular course is called Huikido. It's a mixed martial arts of Russian curses. After we're really inspired by old-fashioned computer games like Mortal Kombat and stuff. We like it. So it's like Kung Fu of Russian curses, Huikido. And here you have the questions to reply. Like for example here, after watching the first part of the video, you have to give the answer. What does it mean? And you keep going. After watching the second part of the video, you answer different questions, you go through a little quiz, and here you have some extra information to consider. And the class consists of like 10-12 parts, so to go through one class will take you 20 minutes. Or you can just watch the whole video without practicing and get back to practice later. This is how it works. And we made several classes like that about all the basic curses we use in Russian language. Because, you know, the majority of curses are based on 4 main roots in Russian language. Ебать, хуй, пизда и блять, I would say. All the curses are based on this. If you know how to use this, you know 85% of curses, let's say. And also, of course, our course covers the rest of the words like mudak, долбоёб, шлюха, things like that. Let me show you how it looks. When you join the course, this is the page. We're still working on it, but soon it's gonna be available. Soon it's gonna be public. Here you have like a little explanation about the course. It's for everybody actually. It's good for beginners because you can just adjust your vocabulary. It's good for intermediate because there are some more interesting constructions you can implement. And also it's good for advanced users to polish their knowledge, to practice the dialogues, to practice the accent and stuff. By the way, some people from Russia especially, or from Russian-speaking countries, they ask me, why do you speak with such a hard Russian accent? Why you do it? Probably you can speak like more neutrally in English. And the answer is because the guys on the other side like it. I don't know why. Russian accent sounds cool for native English speakers, and they really like when I talk like this. Of course, I can change it the way I would sound more neutral, I would sound more kind of sort of Americanized, but what it will give me nothing. I will be just one of the million guys who try to speak neutrally. But when I speak like this, I'm Albatross, I'm recognizable. Everybody like, yeah, I know that guy, Coronare, blah, blah, blah. This is why I talk like that, because people like it. Why not? Russian accent is cool, Runglish forever. So, let's get back. And here, what we have in the course. The free module is the lesson about suka, I already told you, and it will be one more free lesson about блять, how to use the word блять. Блять means a whore in a basic interpretation. Also, you will be able to learn how to use блять. And the rest of the course, which will be a paid version, which you need to buy. Here you will learn how to use хуй, пизда, ебать. You see how creative we are in the names of the classes. The magic of хуй, the art of пизда, just ебать it. And some more extra lessons, like what's the difference between шлюха and сука and блять, and what's the difference between мудак, гондон, ублюдок и пидор, things like that. Bonus alphabet course for very, very beginners who look at Cyrillic alphabet and they're like, what the fuck is that? We will explain you. It's not as scary as it looks. You can figure that out. So this is the basic. This is the fundamentals. And you already can reach the freebies. The freebies is the materials which are available for free. The link is already in the description of this stream, but before I show you the freebies, let me check what's going on in the chat, if everything is okay. Oh yeah, looks like we're streaming. Yeah, looks like we're online. Looks like everything works fine. I'm not sure. Yeah, looks like everything is working, más o menos. Okay, let's get back to it. Here, what we give for free right now, which is actually available right now. Free lesson about Suka, I already showed it to you. Russian curses test, I also already showed it to you. You can get it by the link. And we prepared the Magic of Hui poster. Let me show you what is this, guys. We have a PDF saved in our Telegram, so you can print it for your house or your office, or you can send it to your friend if you want. It's the poster looking like this. Let me maximize my window of my screen. My god, it's so difficult to use this streaming program. It looks like this. Ah, the focus. I cannot change the focus of my camera. No problem. I have one more camera. I'm a streamer, yopte. I know how to do it. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna get it. Where is this? Ну-ка. Let me check. Opa, check this out. Second camera. You see it? Now I can show you. This is how it looks. The Magic of Hui poster. It's a kind of detailed explanation of different ways of usage the word Hui. It's a lot, but it's actually not all of it. There is more in real life. Okay, let me change the cameras again to my normal camera. Where is my normal camera? Over here. Okay, so what you guys say in the chat? Give me a second. YouTube не посылает уведомления, когда вы начинаете живой поток. Ждал весь день, чтобы начать это, я опаздываю на старт. Amigo, looks like your message is created with the translator. I really appreciate you trying to speak Russian. Thank you so much. But if you're more comfortable with sending messages in Russian, in English, or what language you speak, you're good to go. We will be translating all together if needed. YouTube notifications, yeah, it's difficult. But this is why I'm doing it right now. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to practice how it works, what works, what doesn't work, what's good, what's bad. This is what I'm doing. Because it's not easy to figure it out. But we do it together. Because live stream, it's a very cool instrument. We can discuss different things online all together. We can watch some videos about Russia. We can watch movies. We can learn all together. I can make seminars. So this is what I would like to do. But for this, I need to practice. I need to figure out how this thing is working. And today is a very good day to do it because it's a very tiny stream. There would be not so many people because the majority of my foreign audience doesn't know that there is a stream today because I didn't notify people, and YouTube didn't notify people in advance enough. And it's a good chance to practice. If something goes fucked up, if we do something not right, if this stream doesn't look good, we can just delete it and get ready for the new one. Okay. What else I want to tell you? In Russia, it's a big holiday today. Actually, in Russia, it's already May 10th. So it was a big holiday yesterday. It's called the Victory Day, if some of you don't know. The Victory Day is the day when USSR, with its allies, finally won the World War II. It's a very important day for the whole Slavic population, not only for Russians, but for all the Slavic nations. Because, according to Hitler's plan, we all should be destroyed. Hitler said, Slavic people we don't want. Let's make them slaves, and if they die, no problem, okay, they die. We will not give them the chance to reproduce. We want them only to work on us as slaves and slowly die. So, not the brightest perspective, you know. This is why this day is so important for Russia, because that victory actually gave the Slavic nations and many more nations a chance to live the life, a chance for the future. That's why in Russia it's a big celebration. We greet the veterans. It was like many years ago, so there are not so many of them alive, unfortunately, but they greet the ones who are still alive. We show some honor to what happened. It's a big deal. The story of World War II is very controversial, especially now when we live in the era of propaganda. People to try to twist it as they can, people to try to use some controversial point of it for the sake of their own advantages, to make some anti-this, anti-that propaganda, you know, so it's difficult. And in Russia, it's a big deal. And we try to keep this memory, we try to keep this tradition, because for us it's very important. So it's especially a good day to start stream like that. Окей. Дядька Демон. Отличный английский, бро. Good English, bro. Thank you so much, amigo. Thank you so much. Gonna say once again, I'm sorry for not speaking kind of more neutral English. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I speak Runglish here. I love Russian accent. Russian accent is nice. I can do British, I can do Irish, I can do American, but I like Russian. And I will do it like this. This is my, what we call in Russia, fishka, ёпта. That's my fishka. So, guys, who watch the stream right now, let me know if you are interested in learning Russian. If yes, let me know if you already know something in Russian. And what's your level? Like 0, you know only "Спасибо, пожалуйста, Putin", or maybe something else. Why I say "Спасибо, пожалуйста, Putin"? Because after the World Cup in Russia, many people who visited the World Cup in Russia, they learned some Russian words, but for some reason they remember only "Спасибо, пожалуйста, Putin", and it's very funny. When you travel and you speak to some foreigner and he's like, "Where are you from? You're Russian? Wow, спасибо, Putin, пожалуйста." That's funny. That's funny. So let me know if you know almost nothing, or if you know a little bit and you would like to improve it, if you're a good Russian speaker. And if you are actually a Russian native speaker, just say, it's my native language. So, русские пацаны могут просто сказать, мы русские, или ничего могут не говорить. Ну, в смысле, не обязательно русские, а русскоговорящие, я имею в виду. Okay. What else I need to tell you? Let me check. I have a little plan for the stream, but as usually, I don't follow it. Oh yeah, what else I wanna say, which I consider very important. Now, in the crazy times of informational wars, in the era of crazy propaganda, sometimes it's very hard to find truthful information about something. And this is also one of the reasons why I started this project. I want to give people more interesting and truthful, trustful information about Russia, Russian culture, Russian life, and Russian people. Because sometimes when I open YouTube and when I see what some Western media is saying about Russia, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And somebody watches it, somebody believes it. I want to give an alternative point of view for my audience. And I will try to be, I wouldn't say objective, because objectivity doesn't exist actually in this life. Everything is subjective. The objective thing is only like the weights, for example, or the facts like the water is liquid. Yeah, this is objective. Or like this thing's weight is a kilo. Yes, but everything else is subjective. So I'm subjective too. I love my country. I love Russia. For me, Russia is the best place in the world. But still, I will try to be not like I don't see any bad things, only good things. No, I will show you the real life, the real people, the real culture. I want to open Russia for the world because it was very interesting and very surprising for me to discover that people outside of Russia don't want much about Russia, especially in comparison with how much do we know about different countries in Russia, especially about the Western world. Due to very good propaganda system, we know almost everything about the United States of America, right? Because of the movies, because of the music, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, blah, 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 everything. Ask a random Russian in the Russian street, like, how many states in the United States of America, and the majority of them will tell you that it's like something around 50, 55. So people have an idea, people have a general idea. If you ask people to name some states, people will give you some names like, oh, we know Arizona, Oklahoma. People know shit, you know. But if you ask an average American, how many regions in Russia? I didn't try it, but I'm sure almost nobody will be able to give you an answer. And I'm sure people don't want much except for Moscow, Siberia, St. Petersburg, Kamchatka, I don't know, and that's it. I would like people to know about Russia as much as we know about different countries. I want to open Russia for the world. Why? Because it's interesting, because it's very beautiful, very rich, very friendly, and actually a very good place to do, and a very good language, a very good place to visit, a very good place to live, and a very good language to speak. So, on top of everything we see in the media, we have a kind of political discourse where the elites of Russia and some Western cultures Western countries, are fighting for the domination. So it's always a conflict, it's always a confrontation, it's always some propaganda against each other. So it's like an endless war. And I would like to make above, or yeah, it's better not underneath, it's better above all this political craziness, I would like to make another level of communication, social communication, which is aside from politics, where people from Russia and the rest of the world have their connections, where we can be friends, where we can exchange the experience, travel to the countries of each other, live in different countries. So I want to create that kind of friendly society where I can show people why my country is good to visit and to know about, and why Russian language is interesting language to speak. So that's the main purpose of my second channel, actually. And that's the main purpose of this educational platform. And also, it's very important for me to develop the business which I may use for living, because right now for a Russian guy it's a shaky time. For example, you cannot monetize your YouTube anymore if you're Russian. Even if you go to another country and change your Google account, still, if your videos are mostly watched by Russians, you will not make any revenue. This is how it works. Also, it's very problematic to receive your payments for streaming, for your music and stuff. So, for Russian guys who work internationally, for Russian guys who deal with foreigners, who use different foreign services to do their job, and for guys who sell their stuff outside, it's hard times, and they need to find the way to manage it, to work around. And the only way to do it for the majority of people is to get a citizenship of some other country, or to get a residency of some other country, so you can open the bank account which is not sanctioned, so you can use all the services which are sanctioned for Russia. And that's why many Russian specialists who work internationally, many Russian specialists from different areas right now are temporarily living in different countries to get their opportunities, to get their alternative ways to do the business. And it's good, because it's very hard to leave your country for some long period of time, of course. It's very hard to find your place in a different country, but this kind of shaky change time will make Russians more ready for any other problems. So we will get ready for the situation, which will probably be for a long time like this, because I don't believe that the sanctions against Russia will be off very soon. Even if people find the way to stop the conflicts, even if people find the way to stop like actual confrontations, sanctions will not disappear next day. Sanctions will be with Russia for a long time. I think so. This is why every Russian who works internationally should find the way to keep working, not being sanctioned. That's kind of sort of things like that. Oh wow, there is a lot of messages. Дядька Демon, I like your English, that's good. Let's go to Vyksa, a small town in Nizhegorодskaya state. Yeah, let's go to Vyksa, guys. By the way, do you know that very famous stereotype about Russia being very poor is not really true? I would even say it's completely not true. And it's also because people outside of Russia don't have much information. And it's very easy to develop this stereotype. You go to any Russian village which looks like shit and you're like, oh, look how poor is Russia. And it doesn't work like that. I would like to make a video about it, and I will post it on my Runglish Club channel. Now I will explain you just in short. The way Russia is built is you have a region, like a province or state, we call it oblast, or republic, and you have a center of this region, like a main city, and you have some smaller cities and towns and villages. And this is how it works in Russia right now. If you come to the main city of a province, it will be way better than you guys expect. For last 15 years, Russia changed like dramatically. Right now, a town, like a main town of a province, will be probably safer than any town in, I don't know, in England or in the United States of America. It's like, for example, Moscow is way safer than New York or Los Angeles, but Moscow is not, I will tell you, Moscow is not Russia. Moscow is so great and so developed and so rich that it doesn't look like the rest of Russia. Moscow is too good. Moscow is unbelievably good now. My own experience, I've been to not so many places. I've been to New York, Boston, Helsinki, Paris, Uh, where else? For a long time, in not so many places, but still, Moscow is, for me, way better than than those places in terms of infrastructure, services, how everything works, safety, cleanliness, and stuff. But yeah, as I told you, Moscow is a different world. But if you come to other major cities of Russia, like St. Petersburg, I don't know, Murmansk, Petrozavodsk, Yekaterinburg, Kaliningrad, you will see that it's very safe places with also very good infrastructure, very good living conditions. But the smaller the town you are going to, the worse it will look. Unfortunately, this is how Russia is built now. It's changing slowly, but it's a giant country, and it's not so easy to change it all immediately. That's why it's very easy to make a fake impression of all the Russia is extremely poor, because it's easy to find the village which looks like, not good. I even saw some crazy videos made by, I don't remember who, CNN or BBC, where they say, look how bad is living conditions in Russia. They hire a van, fill it with some snacks and food for homeless people, and they start feeding homeless people in the Russian street. And some homeless guys come to get the food, and they say, look, there are so many of them, and it's gonna be more and more and more. Russia will be like extremely poor. Everyone in Russia will die, blah, blah, blah. It's so easy to create this fake impression. If I go to, I don't know, Skid Row, Los Angeles, place like that, it will be 100 times more homeless people than maybe in the whole Russia. But I cannot say, look, the United States getting homeless. Everybody will die here tomorrow. It's all like fake shit. And I want to bring people some more real things, some more real stories. And the main thing is I want to keep the friendly atmosphere. I want give people an ability to build connections, not to break connections. I want people to become friends, not to break the friendship. That's the main reason why I'm doing it. Okay, Slovakia is here in the chat. Hello, Slovakia, good morning. It's already morning on your side. Good morning, guys. Have a nice day. Tell me, do you need a visa to go to Russia? I don't remember. If you are a citizen of Slovakia, can you go to Russia? Let me know in chat, it's interesting. What else? Let me read your messages. In Vixa, we have around 60,000 people living there. But our town hosts an international festival called Art Avrak. Yeah, I heard about it. Many artists came here and improved our city culture. I really hope that soon Russia will get rid of crazy, I don't know how to call it. We have a problem, especially it's very serious in my hometown in Petrozavodsk and in my home province in Karelia. We have problems of tagging graffiti, but not beautiful graffiti, which it's like street art. No, shitty tags. And we have a problem like, imagine, for last several years, there were a lot of improvements done in my hometown, like new bus stops, new beautiful art objects in the streets, some parks, some things like that. And the authorities put the new beautiful good-looking bus stop made of glass and things like that. Everybody's like, wow, look how good it's looking. And next day you see it covered with stupid graffiti. You know, that crazy tags which don't look cool. And I don't know what we did wrong to bring up kids who doing this. It's all done by teenagers, 14, 16 years old. What we did wrong to bring them up like this? It's like the same problem New York City had in 70s, as I remember. Correct me if is there any Americans in the chat? Correct me if I'm wrong. It was 70s, right, in New York? Zero tolerance, all that fighting with graffiti guys in the street. I don't remember. This is what we have like now. And it's make me crazy. And I hope that festivals like Art of Rock in Vixa will change the mentality of people, and they will start taking care of what we have and use the street art more like real art. And we will finally get rid of that stupid graffiti shit and blah blah blah, because it hurts so much. Because the majority of my life in Russia was a hard time when Russia sucked. After the breakup of Soviet Union, crazy 90s when it was really dangerous in the street. In 19s, Russia was like Los Angeles now, you may get shot in the street. Now in Russia it's unbelievable to get shot in the street. But 90s was like that. Russia was like LA. And Russia was like GTA San Andreas. 90s. Then early 2000s also hard fucking time. It was not easy. No one had money, but Russia was slowly getting up. After 2010, the life in Russia became really good. We felt like, oh, finally, it's getting better. Ruble was very strong compared to dollars and euro. The connections in between countries were very good. Russia was good with Germany, with the United States. You need American visa, no problem. Not even in Moscow. In St. Petersburg, if you want easy, get the visa, travel back and forth. We've been traveling a lot, visiting each other, but it was a very short period of time. And then it started getting worse again, and now we have the war. So the period of my good life in Russia was very short. That's why now I'm so careful with everything good. I'm so grateful for everybody who made Russia look that great after all that shit from 90s, and I feel so bad when people are not careful with it, when people don't respect it, So this is what's going on. I'm preparing the series of videos for this, like in real life in Russian streets. This is what I'm gonna do. Okay, let me check if there is something new in the chat. The 90s were the same in Slovakia. Fucking ебучая эта программа для стрима. Oh, that's difficult, but I'm getting used to it. The 19s were the same in Slovakia as well as the other post-socialist republics of the Eastern Bloc. Yes, so you guys understand me. It was a crazy time. Police don't work, government can't control anything, corruption, criminal. Actually, all the businesses have been controlled by criminals at that time. It was insane. It was a lot of crime everywhere. And now, an interesting moment I also want to tell you about. Now in Russia, we almost have no street crime. What I mean when I say street crime is, for example, when you go with your phone and you talk your phone and somebody grabs your phone and runs away. Or somebody grabs the chain out of your neck or your bag and runs away. Sometimes they do it using the motorcycle. For example, in Latin America, it's called motochorros, the guy who steals things this way. Or people attack you with a knife or pistol and say, give me your money, give me your wallet, give me your phone. Now, it may happen to you in many places. It may happen to you in North America. In South America, of course, easy breezy, no problem. It may happen to you. In London, easy breezy. London is very, as I know from communicating with my friends out there, London is crazy now. But in terms of this Russia improved a lot. It's very, very super duper low probability to to become a victim of such street crime in Russia. No, even if someone will try to do it, people in the street will protect you. People in the street will try to stop the criminal. It's impossible. In Russia, you can get you can get beaten, you can have your ass kicked in the street for many things, like for example for saying something inappropriate, for being very annoying, for yelling and shit like that. Because in Russia we don't have that crazy developed legal system as in America. For example, in America you may touch the guy, not to beat the guy, you may just touch the guy and he will sue you and you will pay him for the whole freaking life because you broke his privacy and shit like that. In Russia, our legal system is not that well developed. And it's very rarely that people sue each other after fight. No, it doesn't happen. We just fight and then, okay, we find, we find a way to fix it. So yeah, this may happen to you, but crime like this, no. Very low probability. This is how it changed during the times. And it's interesting why such a brutal society as Russian developed this way. Chat. 90s in America were great. Now America is on the verge of something unmentionable. It's hard for me to comment on this because I haven't been in the States for a long time. After my visa expired, the whole shit started, and right now I can't go there. I need to renew my visa. Maybe I will try to go there in upcoming years to check out what's going on, to see my friends, to see my students. I have students from the United States. We work with them for many years, improving their language, trying to do some businesses. So yeah, I would like to go to the States one more time to see what's going on in there. But yeah, by now it's hard for me to comment, because United States is also a very big country, and a lot of things depend on who you are, where do you live, what social class you are. Because some of the people I know live amazing, happy life in the United States because they are educated, with a nice job, living in a nice city, in a nice neighborhood, talking to nice people, eating nice food. And they are good. They are a little bit aside from those problems. Also, I know some guys from New York City, for example, who live the crazy life. And what they tell me, it's insane. It's like, holy shit. Unbelievable. Because, for the majority of Russians, New York is what we see in the movies. Beautiful Times Square, beautiful Christmas lights. The lights will inspire you, But real life is different. So yeah, I would like to check out what's going on there, but right now I can't. The guy says, I would not go to the States. Yeah, I will consider this opinion. Okay, guys. What else I would like to show you, and what else I wanted to tell you today? I forgot to tell you about the course, about the pricing policy, how I want to do it. First, when we launch it, we will give people an ability just to buy it with one single payment and to get the whole information. It's gonna be something around $100 for the whole course. And after, we will launch our Runglish club. So it's gonna be a closed community of people where we first learn all together, practice with different Russian native speakers, You get some extra materials, and also we build connections. Like, for example, you need help to do something in Russia. You will find the guy who will help you. Or you want to travel, but you don't know how to do this, that, how to rent an apartment, how to find the guy to, I don't know, anything, exchange currency, whatever. Inside Runglish Club, you will be able to find a trusted guy for you to do this. And I wanted to be working backwards for Russians to travel and for the foreigners to go to Russia. I already have some companies who are on board to help me with it. For example, one company is Cabot Travel Center. It's a company launched by Henry Cabot, a lawyer from Boston, Massachusetts, and he is a migration specialist. And he helps people to change country if needed. If you get fucked up by any reason in your country and you need to go to another country for the dual citizenship, for opening the business, if you need an asylum, if you have a threat of life in your country and shit like that, Cabot Travel Center will help you to find the best way to do it. He will make the best route for you. He will help you with buying tickets, with making papers. If you need to, for example, apply for an asylum in the United States, he will help you with this. I will, in the description of the stream, I will give you the link. That's a very good company for the international community. Henry, of course, will be in the club also, so he can consult people. He can give you a heads up on what's going on right now. Russian guy says, 2 a.m. here, I need to go to bed. Have a good day, everyone. Have a good day, amigo. Have a good day. Have a good night, actually, for your rest. I think we're gonna finish this stream soon also. Looks like I'm slowly understanding how it all works, so it was a good practice today. Thank you everybody for being here with me. It's okay. So guys, don't be shy. The guys who are here ask me questions. Longer than 24 hours in New York, не надо. Okay, I will consider that. I have a lot of guys from New York actually. In my students, my friends, I would like to see them. I would like to check what's going on. But yeah, these days I hear a lot of bad things about New York, and it's crazy. And yeah, right now I can't believe it will be like that. Some people say that in New York you can have a good job, like for example being a manager in a company, and you can be homeless at the same time because the salary you have is not enough for rent. And if you don't have a house, you will sleep in your car, being a manager in a normal company. And this for Russia, it sounds crazy. Of course, in Russia, we have the salaries in Russia are not even close to the salaries in New York, but we also don't have these crazy problems with rent. So yeah, I see. The rent in Moscow is unbelievably high, extremely high. Not as high as New York, but $1,000 a month in the center of Moscow, it's a very normal price. I would even say it goes $1,000 a month and more to rent an apartment in the center of Moscow. But Moscow is unique. Moscow is special. In most cases, you can find a cheaper one. Also, there are many people migrated to Russia last years. Yeah, that's true. Because when you have a serious conflict, of course it's shit. But there is the other side of it. Right now, the eyes of all the world are directed to Russia. Russia here, Russia there. Everybody's trying to learn something about Russia. And actually, for people who understand how money works, right now it's a very good opportunity to develop your business in Russia, because the market got more opened because of the sanctions. So you can get in and build a company with not very big investments. And the company will be working great for you, and you may buy in Russia for the price of super little tiny apartment in New York. In Russia you may buy a nice house with a big piece of land somewhere in Altai or Karelia or any other beautiful place, I don't know. So you can have your beautiful residence, you can have a very good life for reasonable amount of money. This is why many people are migrating to Russia now. Yeah, that's true. Okay, oh, here I have the guy who's good on YouTube, Kalyan. Kalyan YouTubич, здорово, Kalyan. Kalyan says, not enough people online. You need to make some other streams at the same time to attract online. Oh, Kalyan, I'm practicing. It's my first test stream. I made it. I wasn't announcing it too much because in case of fuck up, I wasn't sure I will make it at all. I'm just training how to use this OBS, all this windows, how to show people the websites and stuff. So this is how it works, guys. Okay, I think we may close the stream in like 5-10 minutes. Más o menos. If you have questions, it's time to ask questions, guys. Send me your questions. I will check if I can show you anything else, if I can show you anything cool. Okay, Kalyan. Next time I will let you know that I'm gonna stream on my English channel and we're gonna pump it up a little bit together. Okay, definitely will do it. You know what we do next time, guys? Besides learning, I will try to rap. I will try to find the way to balance the music and the microphone sound correctly so I can try some rapping real life. That's gonna be good. That's a good idea. I think we should try something like that. All the links, as I already told you, all the links for this, all the links from the stream you can find in the description of this stream. Telegram, where you can download this for free, Poster the Magic of Hui, and all the resources I showed you. Russian curses skills test, Russian language free class about Suka, and the freebies, the page with all the freebies. And there you will need to register. Let me show you guys, give me a second. How can I change the windows faster without doing this manual, smaller, bigger? Can I just switch from one to another? Let me try. Hop! Oh, look! I'm learning. Yobushki warobushki. You see, I'm getting better. You see this freebies test? I already registered, so I see all this. And when you first enter this page, it will ask you to register. So you put your email and password, and it will be like your private kind of account. And when you have more materials unlocked, we will provide you more materials. All this will start working, I hope, in the end of May. Más o menos. We will try to make it working in the end of May, give or take. It will already be available for purchase. Russian Runglish Club with monthly subscriptions a little bit later, because right now I haven't implemented the payment system. It's a little bit not ready, so I need more time to set it up. Right now we have like a free version of Runglish Club, a Telegram channel. It's also in the description. You can join. There I post some stuff almost every day. We discuss different things, and tomorrow we'll launch a new rubrika. How to say rubrika in English? Oh, guys, пиздец. I'm start forgetting the words. Короче, we'll launch a new cool thing, which which is like a word of the day, you know, Slovo dня, very popular. But it will be not just simple Slovo dня, it will be a special Slovo dня from Albatross, so I promise it's not gonna be boring, ёбушки. Every day you will be able to learn a new cool word from Russian. And also, an important thing I would like to mention. We made all this in a kind of funny and interactive way, but the real background of it is 100% educational, because all the team who's working on it with me are specialists in linguistics with a very good experience and practice. So all this funny cursus learning and shit and blah 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 are based on real educational fundamentals. So we will make you really fucking speak Russian. No jokes. Not only how to say хуй properly when you text with your Russian friend. No, it will be really what you need. And depending on your speciality, we will adjust your own program. For example, if you're a online gamer player and you need it for CSGO, because you know, in online gaming like CSGO, Dota, Huyota, so many Russians, and you may hear all that crazy videos like блядь, 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 all that. You will be better than them in this. Or if you're doing a business in Russia, we will make it more business-wise for you. Or if you need Russian just because you're bored and it's your hobby, we will make it another way for you. And of course, if you want a Russian girlfriend, but you don't know how to make friends, if you're hard to talk to them using only the translator, of course we will teach you the way it's easier for you to text. It's easier for you to communicate with people on a daily basis. So it's very flexible and very efficient education-wise. Not only хи-хи-ха-ха, пизда сковорода. No, guys, it's serious shit. Okay, let me see the question. I see the question, but why did the dress those 4 men in Adidas? Legion? What? Wait a second, guys. It's me not being able to use the interface normally. In Adidas tricot, when they took them to court. Ah, ёбушки-воробушки. This is шоколад ни в чем не виноват, as I think, like chocolate is not guilty. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Let me show it to you. Oh, by the way, where is me actually? Hop. I'm here, guys. Let me find it. Give me a second. I know what this guy is talking about. I will show you. This is a crazy video. That's very popular. We even have lots of remixes based on it. Give me a second. Here it is. Check this out.
Освобожусь. Желаю всем здоровья, близким и родным. Данного преступления я не совершал.
These guys, you mean? So this is 3 young criminals who made something really crazy and they got hard sentences. Like some of them go 19 years, some of them go 10 years, so it's like crazy. And they become viral because the guy said this phrase. Let me find it.
Снисхождения не будет. Ни один как не будет. Конечно. И уходит отсюда.
А вы...
Лярвы тупые.
Так, а по поводу снисхождения вы рассчитывали из...
Let me find it.
Топят-то куда? 22 запрашивают, 19.
Yeah, 19 years the guy got.
Выходил пописать, также высказывал недовольство.
Получил вообще ни за что, я сижу вообще ни за что. Сейчас эти 8 лет мне придется гнить в этой тюрьме.
He says, I will be in prison for 8 years for nothing. But in real, of course, they said some crazy shit.
Всем привет, не забывайте, пишите.
Where is the viral phrase? I can't find it.
Шоколад ни в чем не виноват.
Here it is. Шоколад ни в чем не виноват.
Скоро вернусь.
Шоколад ни в чем не виноват, пацаны. В натуре.
So it's like the nickname of the guy is Chocolate, and they say chocolate is guilty in nothing. Chocolate is innocent, and those guys look so funny, so iconic. So we even have a very popular, see, 12 million views. We have a very popular remix like that.
Шоколад ни в чем не виноват.
It's a legendary thing.
Получилось, не фартануло. Шел, говорят, к успеху шоколад. Пацан к успеху шел. Пацан к успеху шел.
So that's like that. What you say? Not arrested. And yeah, looking like it was fishy. Ah, the 4 men that burned down in a concert hall. Oh, brother, I don't know. I probably. Ah, you mean? Wait, you mean the guys who were the terrorists? The terrorists who made the terrorist act in Crocus City Hall? You mean these guys? Oh, that was insane. It's one of the biggest terrorist acts on the whole territory of Russia at all. This is insane. But you know what? Live on YouTube, I don't even want to talk about it, because Google completely destroyed the freedom of speech nowadays, and the words like can be triggered, you know, by the algorithms and then take down my stream or delete my account. So discussing this live, we should be very careful. Yeah, you're right. Don't talk about it. Yeah, that's what I also wanted to tell you. Yeah, this is it. Okay. So, on this, let's stop. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for everybody who's been here. I tested the basic functionality of YouTube, how it works. I tested my sound, I tested my camera. Let me know, did you like the picture? Did you like the sound? If everything is good, I will try to improve my techniques of operating all that, changing the windows. Next time I will try to rap for you online, something like that. Thank you for this experience. It was so good to do it with you. It was so good to practice with you in real life, real online, not in a kind of closed stream with my mates, but with you, with real audience. There were not so many of us. It was like 4 or 5 guys, like we sit all together and drink coffee and discuss some stuff. I really liked it. Thank you so much. On this, let's stop. See you next stream and next video. Thanks for your support, thanks for your help. I will be improving myself for you, I will make it better for you guys. Пока, see you soon. Всем русскоговорящим спасибо от души. Everybody English speakers, thank you so much. Let me find the button how to stop the stream, because I never stopped the stream before actually. It's gonna be my first stream stop. Oh, I see it, stop streaming, my guys. Okay, see you very soon. Friendship forever.